Because that's the question you should be asking. Because you're simple. That's why you believe Christ is white. Because you're simple. You don't open up the Bible and read it. You don't read Revelation 1, the description of Christ.
God's laws are the keys to immortality.
That's right.
God's laws are the keys to freedom.
That's right.
You don't want that. Read on.
Are they keeping the laws of God? No, they're not. They're teaching you that God's laws are done away with. Continue on, please.
For this sort. Right? And what happened to our people? Did they diminish? Were they spoiled? Nope. Our state of our people was destroyed, even more than it was. Right?
The book of Isaiah, chapter 58, verse 1. Cry aloud.
So stop. We come out here to plead with you. All right, we come out here to plead with the men and the women of Israel, you so-called blacks and Hispanics, all right, to let you know what? Read.
Spare not.
All right, we're not going to spare your emotions. Hey, sister, you should stop and listen and hear what the Lord has to say. All right, we're not going to sit out here and spare your emotions. We're not going to sit out here and spare your feelings. The Lord doesn't care about them, and neither will we. Read.
Lift up thy voice like a trumpet.
To lift up our voice like a trumpet. We're not going to come out here and speak soft and effeminate to you so-called black women and you effeminate black men. Read.
And show my people their transgression.
We're going to show you where you transgress the law, where you violate the laws of God. All right, because what is a transgression? It is a violation of the laws of the Most High God. Read.
And the house of Jacob their sin.
Because we're out here to show you your sin. Stop, brother. Stop. Hey, brother. Stop and have a dialogue. I ain't here to just chew our brothers and sisters' heads off. Hey, you know what? Hearing the truth, this is what's going to save you. You going up there ain't going to save you. You're still going to be in the midst of sin. You're going to still be doing wickedness and evil. You should stop and hear these laws. You should have questions. All right, read that again.
Cry aloud.
So cry aloud. We out here to plead with you. We pleaded with this brother early on. Read.
Spare not.
We're not going to spare your feelings and your emotions. Read.
Lift up thy voice like a trumpet.
We're not going to speak soft, all right? Because we're not soft people. Soft people are effeminate or women. Read.
And show my people their transgression.
So all these laws that you violate, we're going to bring this forth. So what? Read.
In the house of Jacob their sins.
Because these transgressions are putting you in the midst of sin. So give me what sin is. All right, because a lot of you don't know what sin is because your pastors don't teach you what sin is. All right, they say, yeah, don't sin, but they never explain it, thus saith the Lord. So now we're going to get the actual meaning of what sin is. Read.
1 John chapter 3, verse 4. Whosoever committeth sin.
Stop. Whosoever committeth sin. So this is the meaning of sin. Read.
Transgressive also the law.
So it's a transgression of the law. Whose laws? God's laws. And we're going to bring those out for you so-called blacks and Hispanics because apparently you don't know the laws that you're transgressing. Hey, brother, stop. Dialogue with us. Have a conversation. Learn the laws of God. Read.
For sin is the transgression of the law.
Because sin is the transgression of the law. So what is the main law that our brothers and sisters are breaking today? All right, give me the book of Exodus, chapter 20, verse 8. Because a lot of you are out here buying and shopping. All right, buying and selling goods. All right, and that's a transgression of the law. Today is the Sabbath day. Today is the day's Lord of rest. All right, we should be praising the Most High, coming back and talking about the words of God, the things that make us better people, the things that make us good, just and holy. Read.
The book of Exodus, chapter 20, verse 8.
Wait, stop. Hey, brother, you know what today is? What's that, brother? Today is the Sabbath of the Lord. You know what the Sabbath is? Stop and listen, brother. You know, because you turn your back, you don't really want to have a conversation. But, all right, let's learn what the Sabbath is. Read that again.
The book of Exodus, chapter 20, verse 8.
All right.
Remember the Sabbath day.
So remember the Sabbath day. So now we're going to give you a little bit of history on the Sabbath day. All right, give me the book of Genesis, chapter 2, verse 1. You heard of the creation story from the Bible? You know how the earth was created? Have you ever, you read it before? So we're going to give you that day. That is commanded to be a holy day in the Ten Commandments. Read.
The book of Genesis, chapter 2, verse 1. Thus the heavens and the earth were finished.
So everything up to the 6th day. God, on the 6th day, he had finished all his work. He had made everything, right? Read.
And all the host of them. And on the 7th day, God ended his works which he had made.
So on this day, the 7th day, he had ended all his work. This is the day that the Most High stopped his work, right? Read.
And he had rested on the 7th day from all his work which he had made.
All right, read.
And God blessed the 7th day.
So this day has now become blessed. The 7th day is a holy day. It's been blessed by the Most High God. Read.
And sanctified it.
Because that's what sanctification is. It's to make something holy. Is that it on that?
Because that in it he had rested from all his work which God created and made.
So let's go back to the law on that. So the reason why we're supposed to be resting on the Sabbath day, we're not supposed to be buying, selling goods. We're supposed to be going over the scriptures because it's a wonderful thing that the Most High created this earth for the Israelites. All right, you're an Israelite. All right, what's your father? What is the nationality of your father? What ethnicity? Where does he come from? Where is his origin? You don't know? So automatically I say, because you don't know, you say you're a so-called black man? All right, your father was a so-called black man, you brought over here on slave ships? All right, you be a so-called, come over here, I want to show you this. You should see this, because this is your heritage. This is who you are. This is something that was stolen from you, and you should know this, all right? You are from the tribe of Judah, all right? You so-called blacks here in America. Give me Jeremiah chapter 14, verse 2, because a lot of our people think that these Jews over there in Israel, the Jews over there in Brookline, over there in Brighton, all right, that they're the real Jews according to the Bible. But let's see what God has to say about that. Read.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 14, verse 2. Judah mourning.
So the Jews are mourning because our people mourn every day. We wake up and we know that atrocities are going to happen to us on a day-to-day basis, right? We're going to lose our jobs. We're going to get shot down in the street. If a cop stops us, we could possibly die now, right? Read.
And the gates thereof language.
Because our leadership doesn't do a damn thing for us, right? Our leadership just sits there, talks, and collects money. Al Sharpton, Jesse Jackson, these men just want their paycheck. Read.
They are black unto the ground.
But the Jews that are in mourning are black unto the ground. What color is soil? It's black, and it gets darker the deeper you go. Now let's find out about these other so-called fake Jews. Let me get Revelation chapter 2 verse, you know what I want. All right, so we're going to get understanding. So if we're the Jews, if you're a Jew, who are these people over there? Right? What does the Bible say about them? Read.
The book of Revelations, chapter 2, verse 9. I know thy works.
All right, so the God, our Father, knows our works. All right, he knows everything that we do in this land. All right, read.
And tribulation.
Because we go through a lot of things in this land. We've been going through things in this land since we were brought here. All right, we've been going through things in this land since Christopher Columbus arrived over here and brought our brothers from the Northern Kingdom. Gad, the so-called Hispanics down there in South America, they've been going through tribulations too, read.
And poverty.
Poverty, because when you look at the condition of our people, whether it's in Brazil, all right, whether it's in Argentina, Venezuela, Ecuador, Guatemala, Mexico, here in America, New York, Chicago, Philadelphia, Florida, we're all impoverished people in these areas.
That's right.
But thou art rich.
But we're rich. Now, why are we rich? Because we were given the blessings. All right, Most High blessed us to be not only a holy people, a people that would uphold His laws, to be judges over the earth, but we would get the kingdom. The kingdom belongs to us. It doesn't belong to any other nation. All right, read.
And I know the blasphemy of them.
Stop. So what is a blasphemy? It's a lie on God. It's to say that God has said something about a specific thing, person, or place that isn't true. That's what a blasphemy is. So these people have blasphemed. Let's see what it says about them.
And I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews.
Which say they are Jews. Read that again.
And I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews.
Stop. Which say they are Jews. Read that again.
And I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews.
Which say they are Jews. We ain't calling ourselves Jews. But there's a group of people, the so-called Caucasians, all right, who say they are the Jews of the Bible. They say that they're blessed. Read.
And are not.
But they are not. They aren't the Jews. Read.
But are the synagogue of Satan.
So these people are the synagogues of Satan. Because when you look at everything they do, it's violence and death. They don't bring any type of peace to this world. They just bring murder, rape, robbery. These are the things that they bring forth. All right? Now, let's get the understanding of who you are. Let's get more of your history. Give me the book of Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 15. Because you have to come to an understanding first. There was curses. We're going to show you why our people are in such a low state. Right? Hey, sister, you should stop and hear. This pertains to you. This is your heritage. Right? These curses are we're going to show you fit to only us. Right? Because when you look at these things, they're only going to pertain to us. No other nation, because all the other nations are doing all right. The other nations have their own lands. The other nations have their language, they have their history, they have their heritage, they know who they are. But we don't. Read.
The book of Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 1. And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently.
Stop. So it shall come to pass. This is not a maybe, this is not an if. It shall come to pass. This is going to happen. This was prophesied back in the days of Moses, talking to our forefathers who make up the 12 tribes. Alright, read.
Thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
So we were commanded to hearken, alright, to diligently listen and keep, right, and communicate, or not communicate, but listen to the words of God. Read.
To observe and to do all his commandments.
To observe and to do all his commandments. To observe, that's an action word. To keep, to have these things in our lives daily. We're supposed to think and do the laws of God on a day-to-day basis. Hey sisters, you should stop and learn who you are according to the Bible. Hey sisters, all right, read that. Read.
Which I command thee this day.
So we were commanded on this day to keep these laws, statutes, and commandments by Moses through the Most High. Read.
That the Lord thy God will set thee on high above all nations of the earth.
We were going to be set high above all the nations. All right, but we were not. What was that? All right, give me 15.
Verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
So this is because we did not listen. All right, because we did not listen to the voice of God. All right, read.
To observe to do all his commandments and his statutes which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
So we're talking about these curses that would come upon us and overtake us. All right, curses, that means evil, terrors. These are things that would come upon us, and we're going to show you these curses pertain to you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native American. They don't pertain to any other nation. All right, read.
Cursed shalt thou be in the city.
So when you look at our people in the cities, we're the ones that are cursed. We're the ones going through evils. We're the ones going through terrors. We're the ones getting shot down by cops. We're the ones with drugs in our communities. We're the ones that have poor education. We are the ones that are cursed in the city, not the other nations.
Shalom, Israel. I'm Elder Nathaniel of Israel United in Christ. YouTube likes to shut our channels down, as some of you have noticed, ever so often. Subscribing to join IUIC will assure you will always stay connected to our YouTube accounts. We want to do our best to make sure this truth gets out. Please click and join our subscriber YouTube channel called Join IUIC to stay linked to all of our videos. So again, please make sure you subscribe to this Join IUIC channel to get your latest updates from all our YouTube channels. Shalom.